Hey y'all, so today we found out that Carmelo Anthony was found guilty of the N word and sad, really sad. And he got sentenced to 35 years. 35 years. 35 years. That's really sad. The situation, period, point blank across the board was sad. I don't condone violence. Nobody you know, getting their life lost over an altercation. But I do know that they are saying that the town Frisco, where the court case was, is very, very prejudiced. Is very, very racist. It's a sundown town. Even I think it was a grandmother was coming out the courthouse and she was saying racist bias, because Carmelo, I don't believe for one moment he got a fair trial either. I don't care what nobody says. Even the lawyer on court TV was also saying that he was calling the judge all kind of, colorful names, not colorful, but calling him names, saying that, he should have, why didn't he have the cameras in the courtroom? Why didn't he have cameras in the courtroom? Only reason why I can see is because it's an ulterior motive. There was a setup. Carmelo Anthony didn't get a fair trial. And it doesn't matter what color you are, what race you are, fair is fair. I don't care, across the board. Fair is fair across the board. And it's known problem in Frisco. Frisco got some problems, some racist problems, some big racist problems. Now, there was two big YouTubers that were there. They were even giving the YouTubers, the black female YouTubers, a hard time when they were trying only to report on this situation. But this is what I'm saying. Black people still are being treated, racially profiled, and not everywhere, but this town in particular is what I'm talking about. And they're saying it's a big problem there. And I could see why they didn't want the cameras there. I know another YouTuber was saying that the dad, Austin Metcalf's dad, was, basically witness tampering. And if there was videos in the courtroom at that particular time, then the cameras would have caught that. But I think that it was an unjust trial. It was unfair. It was planned. It was plotted out. They went there and they trained up them witnesses to say everything bad about Carmelo. The defense did not support their client, Carmelo Anthony, and his family to the best of their ability. I don't think, and a lot of people are saying the same thing. You bring one witness, you didn't bring no experts. You didn't bring an expert that shows, how teenagers act and react to certain situations when it comes to fighting, altercations. You didn't bring no experts. You didn't bring no experts. None. None. It's kind of strange. It's really strange. But my prayers go out to Carmelo family. Like I said, I believe it was the grandmother. She came out. She was saying they're racist, and she was letting it know. Like, where is like Ben Crump? Where is all the support from the black community that is like higher up? I mean, does anybody know? Has anybody said anything? Or is it because they are with these brand deals where they're getting paid by, the other white community? And I'm not saying that in a negative way, because you have a white America that is supporting and seeing how the certain white people, the other white America, is treating black people. Just like the court TV lawyer that I played in my live just a little while ago. He was like going off on the judge, and he's a white lawyer. He sees the injustice that they, are, how black people are being treated. So it's just really, really sad, very, very sad that Carmelo Anthony, got an unfair trial. And they need to do something. Somebody needs to, like, they need to do something. They need the FBI to investigate Frisco, because there's a whole bunch of unjust stuff. And not only to Carmelo, they said if you look up the black people who have gotten like in trouble there, I think all of them have gotten like probably crazy sentences from what I was told. Now I haven't looked this information up, but I definitely will. But they say Frisco is a sundown city, and it's north of Dallas, a smaller town. But if y'all are in Frisco and you guys, just be careful out there. Be careful, because when I say the content creator, shout out to Nick at Night and Queen Sheba, they gave them a hard time, and they were only going there to report as a big YouTube, as YouTubers. And it's not fair to be going somewhere trying to do your job, trying to report. You're not bothering nobody, you're not harassing nobody, but you get harassed because her name is Sarah Fields, and she's supposed to be like one of the like white supremacists, I don't know, what's it called? White supremacist, maybe secretary or something like that, they said. Yeah, she's supposed to be like one of their secretaries, the Proud Boys secretaries or something crazy. But she put stuff on her social media harassing Nick at Night, and also Queen Sheba on her face. I think on her X page, she put Queen Sheba's face, and then under her nose a ruler. So that is social media harassment. Yeah, that's social media harassment. And if she goes and it files charges, I'm sure they can probably stop her from doing that, because that's like social media harassment or something, whatever the guidelines is. I'm not sure the proper word for it. But anyway, this is what I'm saying. When you have people of that caliber and they're just doing stuff because they're trying to taunt you, and then sometimes they do it because they want to get a reaction. I would have been, if I was Nick at Night, I would have been told her, I didn't know that the trash knows how to speak out the trash can. And then I would have turned around and finished reporting. But Nick at Night, shout out to you. You did your best that you could do, and you've been great reporting. You and Queen Sheba have been doing an awesome job. But I would have told her something crazy. I'm telling you, I just know it me. And I'm not even that type of person. But sometimes people will try to test you. They will try to make you come out of your element. And then when you come out of your element and you're like a pit bull, that's when they back down like, oh, Lord Jesus, we didn't mean to wake up that beast. I got a twin. I'm a Gemini. I got a twin. And I try to keep my twin in the closet at all times. But sometimes the twin got to come out. And people will be like, oh, my goodness, the lounge. Oh my God, you really, no, not the lounge. Oh yes. Oh yes. This tongue is a beast, baby. Oh, this tongue is a beast. But in my older age, try to put that away. But sometimes you just got to let people know, like, you're not going to play with me like that. And Nick at Night, it was probably overwhelming. I can imagine it being overwhelming. You're trying to do your job. You're trying to mind your business. And people are coming and picking at you. And you're like, what in the world? But that's how I could tell that definitely it is a racist town. And she also was saying that, don't quote me on this, but I believe if I understood her right, she went and was trying to inform like the police or the sheriffs or whoever the law enforcement was. And it was like they weren't doing anything about it. So you can't tell me that that's not a sundown town, that they're not racist, and that Carmelo Anthony did not get a fair trial. But y'all, where is Ben Crump at? Where's Al Sharpton and all those other people, the ones that maybe the descendants that maybe we can call back to get some angel watch down here, and the ones that can probably be here to take care of it? But I don't know, y'all. But end of the day, Carmelo Anthony got 35 years, and he got found guilty for murking. So y'all just pray for the family. Sad all the way across, even for the Austin Metcalf family. Sad, 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 but prayers for everyone. Psalms 91, the canopy of protection. Y'all lead with love, peace, and tranquility.